up with you, try and talk to you.
Alright, so last time we drove this poor thing, we actually blew off an intercooler pipe quite ceremoniously, I might say. It's the weekend after that. I've been pretty busy this week, so I haven't had a chance to tackle the intercooler pipe. I put it on to get home, but I really need to check the, I think it's just a silicone joiner that just wasn't on properly, or a hose clamp or whatever, so I think that's pretty simple. But we've got some exciting stuff. I've got some Hardrace gear that arrived, the full adjustable kit, which I've been waiting on for months. Shout out to Hardrace. That's here, and I still haven't put in my GK Tech subframe slip-on collars, whatever they're called. And I have been waiting to put my coilovers back in after I got the adjustable arms, because I didn't want to have to do everything twice. But yeah, we'll jump out, I'll show you the Hardrace gear, and we'll get the car up in the air and get started. Alrighty, so here's the full Hardrace kit. So in the rear we've got toe arms, camber arms and tension arms, and in the front we've got castor arms. We'll do a quick unboxing and see what it all looks like.
Love me now, it's real, don't pretend. So long, try and talk to you, but it's tense. Don't go. All I was a skirt, not the fame in my okay. I've guaranteed my escape to dwell on my own mistakes.
That's all the arms. They look pretty. They look really sparkly. They're really glossy. I've just realised how shocking the lighting was just then, so I've brought them in and put some light so you can see. So we've got rear camber arms, rear toe arms, rear tension or traction arms, and they're the front castor arms. So they're all really glossy. I don't know how well you can see that, but they're really nice. Camber came with bolts, so I think we'll just get straight into it.
Love me now, it's real, don't pretend. So long, try and talk to you, but it's tense. Don't go.
Yeah, you gotta do all three of them. I also forgot to mention that I got a toolbox. So this I actually got free off Marketplace. Someone just put it online saying someone pick up for free, something like that. And it was on my way home, so I figured why not just pick it up. It's pretty small, but it actually just helps have everything just in here. I haven't actually had a little wheel around toolbox. Yeah, it makes life a bit easier. I realised, oh, it's heaps handy having this here and having the car here, until I realised most of my tools are sitting in this thing, the ones that I use the most. So I don't know if I'm gonna take them all out of there and put them in here, but the main ones I use is basically just these things. So yeah, engine bay looks a lot better with black intercooler piping. So as you guys know, the last drive I went, the intercooler pipe popped off. Insert a clip here. I'll show you what happened. So you can see this pipe here shot off, and I think I ran it over. It's a little bit dented on the other side, and I've ruined all my nice paint. So I think it's this joiner here that always pops out. I think what happens is this pipe here takes up most of it, and this bit only sits about a little bit in here, and it's hard to tell. So I'm gonna have to undo it, check it. I don't think I'm gonna bother painting it, and hope it doesn't come off again. I've taken all the arms out of the rear. It's a bit of a challenge, but we got this side's fully taken out, the other side I haven't touched yet, so now it's going to be a pain. I had to go get some Loctite for the bolts, and I haven't really set everything up yet. I got a bit preoccupied painting my wheels. I managed to score some RE003s for quite cheap. I had to get the tyres changed. I'm going to keep 2 of them because they were alright tread. The other 2 are pretty toast. But yeah, as I mentioned, with getting the tyres changed, I had to fit like 8 tyres into the back of my Subaru. They'd end up hitting each other. I ended up taking a bit of paint out of like here, and you can probably see a little bit there. These just needed a bit of a touch up just here. They didn't do the best job. That one's already drying. I know it's pretty shitty here and there, but I might just get some touch-up paint and fix up these bits here. The other one wasn't touched, it was fine, so that's just sitting there. I think first we'll jump onto this side and we'll get those arms out and out of the way, just so then we can start setting up all the arms and go from there. I don't think I'll bore you guys with taking all these off because it's just the same as I'll show most of the other side. I don't think there was much to do. I've sprayed everything with WD-40. Usually I have to get the rattle gun on one end and a spanner, and that usually gets it loose. I'm gonna get these out, and once they're all out, we can put them side by side and set up the adjustable ones. All arms are out, it wasn't that bad. If you guys are doing this at home, some of the tools I'd recommend, I got it done with pretty much everything you can just see here, and a rattle gun is probably the handy one. I only used it on one of the bolts, but 17s and 19s are your best friends. Normal spanners, ratchet spanners will really help you. Also different size sockets just to make the length a bit easier. So I've got 17, 19 and small and like wheel nut size, so they just give you that extra length. Adapter, breaker bar as well. You want to try and use this as opposed to this, especially with the eccentric bolts. What happens is with the washer you can end up stripping the little teeth in the washer, which is what happened to that one there. So I need to replace it. 1/2 inch ratchet. But yeah, you can get them all off with just this. Now on the bench, I'm just going to start setting these up. The easiest way to do it is get a screwdriver and go through these holes here and here. Same with up here, and you can just set it up from there. So we'll set up all of them and then we'll chuck them in.
Lately, I've been on my own. This house don't feel like home. Hate runs deep in my bones. Want someone save my soul. Lately, I've been on my own. This house don't feel like home. Hate runs deep in my bones. Want someone save my soul. I've been trying to pen a verse to take away the pain. My skin's like a page, use the blade to conjure a stain. Wanna end it in an instant, but I know I must refrain. Life is like a cell, I'm
I have everything I need to put these in now. They're all set up, except for the fronts. We'll get to them later. Thread lock the bolts, which have all been cleaned. Chuck them in, and we'll talk it all later.
Someone so happy, called it a nice. I ask myself this often, it's the shit that I ponder. Life is just another path I wish I never wandered. Pent up on my feelings and it turned into a monster. So now I'm thinking that this all that I deserve. Cause I've been on my own. This house don't feel like home. Hate runs deep in my bones. Want someone save my soul. Lately I've been on my own. This house don't feel like home. Hate runs deep in my bones. Want someone save my soul.
Alright, so both sides are in. I have tightened the adjustable bolts on all of them. Okay, so I'm gonna get onto the front arms in the car. The castor arms, we'll take the old ones out, adjust the new ones, and we'll chuck them in. Cool, so we got them out. I ended up undoing the wrong bolt. I think I undid the sway bar link when I was supposed to just undo the 217s, which makes sense. I've already done the other side. Super easy actually to get them out once you know what bolts to undo. So we'll chuck them on the bench, set up the new ones, and chuck them back in. So both sides of the adjustable castor arms are installed. We now have the full Hardrace kit. I forget what it's called, but I'll leave a link in something or something. I'm sure you can find out what kit it was. Okay, so I guess you could say we are finally semi-finished. So coilovers in all around. I have tightened up and torqued every suspension bolt. I've played with the alignment a little bit just to get it more, I guess, suitable to drive. And I think we're done. It's looking pretty good. It's sitting quite low, as you can see. I might have to raise the front, but I don't know. I think I just need to roll the guards. I kind of like how it sits. The camber is maxed out. I kind of want to keep it that way. I've added another spacer at the front just to get a bit more of the aggressive look. But yeah, I'm quite happy with how it's come out. I think the only thing left to do is get a wheel alignment. Hopefully I can raise the car. I might go for a quick test drive and make sure everything's working. Actually gonna get the guards rolled first. Yeah, it's looking very slick. And the fitment is kind of exactly how I wanted it. Awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll leave this one here. The next video will be this, driving to get our wheel alignment. In the meantime, I will be playing with the suspension a little bit, making sure it's drivable because I do have to drive it about an hour to the wheel alignment place, so I want to make sure it's safe. We should be pretty good from there on. We'll make some cool videos and go to some comments or whatever. But it was a bit of an ordeal, but we got it done. And yeah, awesome. Thanks for watching.